Okay, welcome back to class. Today we are going to be talking about the text, CSS text. How do you beautify your text and thereabout? So that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be using the paragraph. Now, mind you, in the last class we still talked about the CSS text, the CSS. We talked about the border. Yes. So now we're going to be using the same template for it. We have the div, we have class, we have text. So this div now is going to combine everything in this, anything at all I identify it with in the CSS sheet. Mind you, remember I can do the inline text, so I will just go to my header tag where I would include, from here I'll just include my style, then the type, which is text slash CSS, and so on and so forth. So I was now start doing the inline. But now, because of the fact that I want to use an external way, so that's why I have my style sheet outside, and I've already linked it from our previous class. So today we're going to be using the sheet, that's the dot text, because I have it as class already here. Yes, I have it as class and it is text here. So that's why I have it on my CSS here. Also, now we're going to be looking at text alignment. We're going to be looking at text transform. We're going to be looking at text decoration and so on and so forth. So for text alignment, we will justify either left or right or thereabout. So let's look at this from onset. Now I can do this. Now let's say I have, let me include something. Let me work on something first. Let's say, let's include another div. Let's include another div class. Then I have my CSS lessons. Let's do this first so you have an idea of what I'm saying. Now this is not going to be text. Let me just, okay, I can still leave it as text, but let me come to this part. Let's include another class. I'm including another class. I'm calling it txt. txt. Yes, let's say txt, and I'm saving it as this. Now let's see what it would give us. Now can you see it? My CSS lessons. Okay, so let's go back and see why it's joined together. I can include HR to break it off so you have an idea of what I am doing. Yes, let's refresh. Okay, now you can see the difference there. Okay, I have this. Okay, let's do this. Let me include this and let me remove this. Let's just do this way first. APPS. Let's do this. Just remember I said it could be any name of your choice. So let's refresh and let's see. Refresh and see. Okay, so now my style sheet. Yes, remember that there is nothing in the dot text again, so I can have let's now include width. I can have width, let's say 100 pixels. Let's say 100 pixels. Okay, let's do this. Yes. Okay, and you're seeing something there. Let's say a 1000 pixels. 1000 pixels. Save. Make sure you only save. Yes, I have a 1000 pixels. Let's say I have height. You see it pop up now. Let's say 400 pixels. Height, I have height of 400 pixels. Now can you see the gap? Okay, beautiful. So I can take this to, let's see, let's say 200 pixels. Then let's see this, let's take this to 400 pixels. Okay, I have saved and I'm refreshing. Okay, then I can go out to, for you to be able to see something properly. Let's say background color. Let's say my background color is blue. Background color is blue. See, yes, can you see it? My background color is blue. Then I can also include color. That's the text color precisely now. Text color. I can include text color, let's say white or something. Now remember how you blend your colors. Yes, I can have white. At that point it's looking nice. Then I can look at the font size. Let's look at font size. Remember we're talking about this lesson. Now we have font size, font family, font weight, font style, font display variant. So the font size just talk about the size of the text that you would be having. Yes, and let's include, let's say font size, let's say 30 pixels. Let's say 30 pixels as a font size. Let's see what it would give us. Now can you see my CSS lesson is popping up, looking stronger? Yes. So we have the font size. We can talk about the text alignment. Let's align our text. If you have to align your text, that you center it or you put at the end or you justify left, right, or start. So it depends on what you want. So let's say I want to justify my text. I am always saving. You put that in mind. Also justify your text. Can you see it? It has been justified. If it was more, if the text was more, you would have seen the essence of the justification there. So let's say we want to put it somewhere else. Let's say center. Let's put this text at the center so you see what I am saying. You refresh now. Can you see my text is at the center? Okay, so we have that too. Then what is best for me for now is just to justify. Let's just justify. Then when we're done justifying, let's do some text transform. I want to transform my text. Now what do we mean? Either you capitalize, lowercase, uppercase, or none. Yes, that you transform your text, transformation of your text, that uppercase, lowercase, or none. Now we can put it as uppercase. What happens to it? Save. Now remember that my CSS and all, they are now, can you see now they are all on uppercase? Yes, they are all in uppercase now. I can also use it as lowercase. It will change everything down to lowercase. Everything goes to lowercase. Now refresh. Now can you see my CSS lessons? Everything goes to lowercase. Then I can capitalize. I want to capitalize. So when you are capitalizing your text, save, then go and refresh. Capitalize. Can you see every first letter would be capitalized? That's what it does. That's what capitalizing does. So for an effect there, let me just change something. Now since this is like this, let's put small letters. Let's put small letter here. Let's put small letter here. Save. Let's go back to it. Now remember it's still on capitalize. So let me refresh, then you have an idea of what I am saying. Now can you see every first letter would be capitalized. Now let's go on to decoration. Text decoration. I want to decorate my text. Text decoration. Now text decoration is either I underline or I don't underline. Now look at it. I can underline, overline, line through, double, dotted, dash, and all of that. Now that's how to decorate my text. Let's say I want to underline my text. Now let's look at it. Let me save this. I have saved. Then go back here and refresh. Now can you see I have underlined my text. My text has been underlined. That's how to decorate your text. So you can have a lot of work to do. Now let's look at word spacing. Then we'll talk about letter spacing. Word spacing, Don't talk about letter spacing. Now let's go at word spacing. Now word spacing, let's say I want to include let's say 10 pixels for the spacing of the word. Now what exactly is the word? Now let's go back and look. Yes, let's refresh 10 pixels. Okay, it's not really having much effect. Now we can see, let's say 40 pixels for word spacing. Refresh. Now can you see it? Word, it's going to pick it per word. It's going to space it out per word. Yes, that's how it works. Then we can also look at letter spacing. Word spacing. Let's leave it at let's say maybe 20 something. Then let's look at letter spacing. Letter spacing would also each letter will be spaced. So when you have the idea that each letter will be spaced, then let's refresh here and see. Now can you see it? Each letter is being spaced. So it depends on what I want to do. It depends on how I want to play around with my text. I can do an inline or I can do an external, just like what I have been treating for this class. So we're going to be meeting in our next class. Thank you.